Hey guys, this is Neon Nazi back again with another, I was about to say Destiny Knights video, with another MMEG video. Today we are going to be taking a look at my Wrath 10 team. It is all thanks to Childish. Alright, if you guys tuned in to Childish's stream yesterday, Sunday night, he did a massive summoning session for me, and I don't think the game was very fair to me in terms of natural 4 stars, but it did give me a ton of viable natural 3 stars, or as I would like to call them, natural 3.5 stars. As in, they're not 3 stars, they have a lot of utility, but not enough to be a 4 star. So this essentially allowed me to skip. I was doing Wrath 8 and allowed me to skip 9 and go straight to 10, but it does take quite a while. So I'm going to try to blow through this as quick as I can. If you guys can see, I would really recommend you guys to not focus on Arena towards the beginning. Okay, I know it sounds counterintuitive, and I'm sure you guys have heard this before. The reason why my Fire Vampire is missing one of his glyphs is because I moved it to my Mountain Scorpicore. So let's just get into my units really quick. Just focus on the glyph dungeons, alright? The more glyphs you have, the more you guys can do, whether it's in PvE or in PvP. So the first thing you guys have to do is focus on your glyphs and focus on them one unit at a time. So this right here is my Water Holy Sister. If you guys have her, I would really recommend you guys put all of your skill ups into her, or anybody else who might have a cooldown decrease on one of their skills. This is going to sound very weird, but she is the slowest unit on my team. She has a cleanse, she has a heal, she has a speed boost, yet she is the slowest member on my team. Why? Because of her cooldown decrease effect on her third skill, which is mass cleansing. What this means, guys, is that all of my other 4 units move, and then she moves and applies this mass cleansing, decreasing all of their cooldowns, meaning it's almost as if I have used skill ups on all of my units and have now applied cooldown. Now, of course, the first time this comes around, it's not very effective because all of your units have only moved once, and when she applies a cooldown, it only affects that one skill. However, as the game progresses, you guys will notice that her cooldown decrease just becomes so much more viable. It becomes so much more effective. She isn't on very good glyphs, alright? She really isn't, and you guys will notice that a lot of my units, I kind of skipped the phase. Like, it took me I've only been playing the game for about 2.5 weeks. I can do Wrath 10 now. I'm not sure, is that fast or is that slow? I'm thinking it's pretty slow for me to be able to do Wrath 10 in 2 weeks. I feel like I should have been able to do it within a week, but I don't know. So basically, she has an amazing kit, and you also notice that most of my units are on haste something, simply because I want them to be fast. Being fast is, in my opinion, the best way to ensure additional turns, in the sense that it's more reliable. It's not like an additional turn in Summer's War Violent proc like immediately afterwards, but it is. You guys get my point, alright? You guys get my point. The next thing I did yesterday night was I took off all of my orbs on Icy Scorpio Core and put them onto my Mountain Scorpio Core, because I want to farm the next 2 weeks only Wrath 10. If I were to farm a Benefit 10, I would switch my glyphs over to my Icy Scorpio Core, because he has the anti-heal debuff, which is very useful. If you guys don't have that, you guys most probably will not be able to clear a Benefit 10 unless you guys have a super hard-hitting cleave team. The next unit I use is this amazing 2-star unit, Arcane Eagle. Again, haste, and vitality. No skill ups, only into her second evolution. I should have her on her third evolution, but screw it for now. I'm not using my Earth Giant anymore, simply because he provides no safety to my team. He does have the cooldown reduction, but other than that, and massive damage, he does not make my runs any more safer, which is why he is out. Mountain Scorpicore, as you guys can guess, is in, and take a look at everybody's speed, alright? First of all, she is the slowest. Now take a look at his speed, 125. Now take a look at my Mountain Treant's speed. This is what we call speed tuning, and of course a lot of you guys most probably know this. He is just a little bit faster than my Treant. The reason for this is simply because he over here applies poison, 2 poison effects on each enemy for 2 turns, and the Water Treant, second ability, will burst those active poisons, dealing increased damage. So by this, it means, say there were 2 poison effects, right? Each poison effect under normal circumstances will deal 100% of their own damage. So that's 200% damage. Now with this skill, if this happens, what's going to happen is that he's actually going to make the 2 poison effects deal 2.5, aka 250% of their damage, and poison them again for 2 turns. He unfortunately awakens into resistance, and ideally I would want to have him on some precision, but I just had to have him on haste, otherwise he was not going to outspeed my Water Holy Sister, and I just decided to give him more resistance because those were the best runes. No, it's not any of those games. This is a new game, Nazi. This is MMEG, and here we use glyphs. All right. So these were the best glyphs that I had, and they stack up really well because now he has 77% resistance, and he's really good. He even grants a poison mail, and the boss usually has a AoE attack, hits everybody, and that means that he's going to most likely take 5 poison effects onto himself. He also regenerates, and he increases the defense of all allies for 2 turns, so this is just amazing. Now, the MVP and Childish's personal gift to me is this amazing unit, Exalted Hierophant. She is on my best glyphs, Immunity and Meditation. I wanted to have her on double meditation, but unfortunately I do not have all the glyphs for it. So I gave her immunity because I'm no longer using my Fire Vampire, and if they take the first turn and they try to cleave me, they're probably going to want to take her out first since she revives everybody. So her having immunity, in a sense, negates the chances as long as she, of course, resists, and she does have decent resistance. I mean, I would like her to be around 70% resistance, but for now, 58% resistance is not bad. So, I have made her as tanky as possible with 100 defense and 1,000 defense and 16,000 HP. She has never died, and as long as she doesn't die, my team doesn't die. Let me just try to upgrade. Let me try to upgrade his skills right here. Reason I'm upgrading his skills, guys, is simply because right now my units are surviving. They're surviving just fine, meaning that they really do not need any more, they really don't need anything else to make the run safer. So what I can do now is try to get his poison ability up, which just hates me right now. It just hates me right now. So I need to get more. Everything went into his first skill, but simply because my team is as safe as can be, I simply just need to make my runs faster by making his poison more available, more accessible, meaning lesser cooldown. So let's go ahead into a run really quick. And I don't really think I need to explain what's happening over here. And this is going to take a decent amount of time. So the run starts at, the time on the video is probably right now about 9:35, 9:37 maybe. All right. So poison first, speed decrease, and he goes ahead, increases defense. And she just went ahead and she attacked. Water Holy Sister attacked, which is actually a good thing. So now my other units are going to start using their skills, and now if she uses a mass cleansing, she did not. All right. Basically, if she uses her mass cleansing at any point now, check this out. Both skills are on cooldown. She just reduced cooldown, making everybody able to use their skills one more time. This right here should really be reasonable in 4 turns, which is going to make this so much more better. So this is basically my team. All right, it's very boring. It's not really fast at all. The first round itself probably took us about a minute, and it's just going to start taking us longer and longer. Thank the heavens that my Mountain Scorpio Core actually managed to get the evolution onto the poison default attack, which makes it which just increases the amount of poison that I could land on the boss. If you guys have a really stable team and you guys are thinking you guys can substitute one of your support units, because at the beginning everybody's going to have support units. It's just going to be a bunch of, it's going to be a heal, cleanse, shield fest. All right, like defense buff, tanky, shield buff, everything. You're probably going to have too many buffs on your side to count, but that's really what you need towards the beginning, because you're not going to be able to nuke stuff down. As time passes by, you guys will get better orbs, keep saying orbs, better glyphs, making your team tankier, more reliable, eventually to the point where you guys can then start substituting one of your units for somebody that deals damage. In this case, I reached that point and I put in my my Mountain Scorpio Core. Again, this is another gift from Childish. He didn't get me a lot of natural 4 stars. It was only the one Exalted Hierophant, but he got me a ton of viable natural 3 stars. I think he almost gave me all of the natural viable natural 3 stars except for the Fire Kappa. But hey, I'm not complaining. As you guys can see, this team would not be the same without the Water Holy Sister, who reduces everybody's cooldown. Again, makes it seem like I have invested a ton of skill ups on all of my units. I do have terrible luck with my skill ups though. For some reason, they always tend to go into the first skill, and then they tend to go into the skill that I don't need, and then last but not least, it goes into the skill that I really needed. Which is why out of the 3 units that I have fully skilled out, which is my Exalted Hierophant, Water Holy Sister, and my Earth Giant, they all have all their skills maxed out. Simply because of that reason. Simply because of bad RNG. So let's talk more about buffs. One of the best things that you guys can do is bring in crowd control. And crowd control, guys, doesn't always mean stun, paralyze, or other kinds of inability effects. It could simply be something like reducing their speed or reducing their attack bar. In a sense, I think one of the best combinations that you guys can have is reducing their speed and then increasing your own speed. It's not a violent proc like in Summoner's War, but it is a nerfed but more reliable version of getting additional turns. It's so much more reliable, and it's just so much more reliable. I've just lost my train of thought there, guys. I'm so sorry. Other thing that I would say is to bring in anybody with a AoE poison. The reason for this is because of the boss stage. What really concerns me about the boss stage is that unlike Summoner's War, we cannot choose who we want to attack. Whether it's the left mini boss, right mini boss, or the main boss. So right here, I think we might lose a few units, but that's okay because my Hierophant is easily able to revive everybody, and so far we've not lost a single match. There's even been a match where twice in one run, my Exalted Hierophant was the only unit surviving, but because of her resistance and the tankiness that she brings, was able to revive everybody and just carry the team on her own. All in all, she is a amazing unit. She really is the mother of revives. Like, if I had to give her a title, that is what it would be. She is eternal life reincarnate. But let's go back to AoE poisoners. All right, I lost my train of thought there. AoE poisoners are great in this game because you cannot focus down one single unit. All right, if you're autoing, you're not always gonna have the luxury to look over because your girlfriend might be in the room, you might have a test tomorrow and your mother's cleaning your room, or you're at work and your boss is giving a presentation. Having an AoE poisoner is going to allow you to deal damage across the entire board. You just need a little bit of accuracy, but eventually you're going to be able to poison and kill everybody. And generally, the mini bosses die first, leaving just the boss. And especially in Wrath, once it's just the boss left and the side bosses don't have anything to annoy you with or aggravate you with, it's a very easy 5v1 situation. What do we get? Appeasement. Accuracy and defense, we have attack there, but it might go into defense, and who knows, I might have somebody that needs accuracy. So anyway, that's it for today. That run took me about 7 minutes, but in all honesty, I'm just glad that I'm able to accomplish Wrath 10. It's a very slow run, but I enjoy it. So thank you again, Childish Plays, for these amazing new toys. From now on, I am planning to bring you guys out videos. I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning of the video, but basically try to bring you guys videos every single day. So alternating my my content. So today was MMEG, tomorrow's going to be Destiny Night. Destiny Night. The next day is going to be MMEG, then Destiny Night again, and so on and so forth. This weekend, I'm hoping to get some time and go over the best possible beginner units, because this really is like my first account. It's my beginner account, so kind of taking you guys through my progression is probably the best information I can deliver to you guys until I hit a really high level, like level 40 or level 50. So if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want me to take the bullet and test out a unit for you guys, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys like my content, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, guys, Neon out.